Good morning, it's Barbara. It's a little cool out and it's kind of dreary and maybe a little damp, so I'm going to stay in since, I'm already in. And here is our new window, all fixed and gorgeous. Very nice man came and fixed it for us and told us don't unlock it for a couple of days. We assured him we would not. But look at this. Now I do have a box of Advents here. But other than that, I cleared my little spot so Dennis has room for his flashlights, which is he likes to keep there. Very decorative as you walk in the front door. There's no furniture in here. There's no junk other than Advents, which I'm giving out at Thanksgiving. I do have a pile of my pictures, some of which are going to be hung sometime, and some of which are just, I don't know what to do with them. A couple of them were auras that I don't want, but maybe her kids want. It's hard to know. So anyway, look at this front hall. Yeah, crazy. Good morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. As I confess, it's my second cup of coffee. I'm going to the doctor today. I have to leave in about an hour. And I have some errands to do. I'm going to run to the bank afterwards and then go grocery shopping for a few things that we need. So that's my task for the day. I'm trying to give myself a task a day. I showed you I did my task yesterday, and Dennis now has a place for his flashlights. We do have the problem of our power going out occasionally. It used to be much worse. Now it's only occasionally, but you need to know exactly where your powerful flashlights are. So that's good. I'm sorry I forgot to say Happy Veterans Day to those of you who are veterans yesterday. Remembrance Day. We changed it from Armistice Day, which it was. It's the 11/11, 11 o'clock at night on the 11th month of the 11th day of the 11th month when World War II ended in, World War I ended in Europe. And I don't know what time zone it was, 11, because there are a lot of different time zones, who was the winner of the time zone? Who knows? But anyway, it was Armistice Day, but we are, more than 100 years past the declaration of peace for World War I, and it was like the worst peace ever. So, maybe not celebrating it isn't a terrible thing. But anyway, it got converted in the United States to Veterans Day. And, but I think it's the day that they give out poppies in the UK, right? I'm pretty sure. Anyway, I didn't mention it yesterday, and I apologize. Oh my gosh, we got so ripped off yesterday. We've been seeing online all the gorgeous pictures of the aurora borealis that has been showing up in the northern sky all across the United States, and I'm not sure if it was other places too. We had clouds and we didn't see it, and so the pictures are amazing. The pictures are amazing. So anyway, they are thinking there'll be more tonight, and our skies are supposed to clear before dark, or before then anyway. So we are planning to get in the car and find a good high spot where we can see north, because we do not live in big sky country. So we have to go find a bigger sky because we're all surrounded by trees and everything. So, but we're going to do that if we have a clear sky. But the pictures were amazing. I hope, and Canada must have had crazy skies. So I'm, jealous. But we're going to go see if we can find clear skies tonight. And, by the time we realized what was going on, it was, too late to go aurora borealis hunting. So we'll be doing that tonight. I'll let you know how we do. Anyway, so yesterday I did my little spot. We got our window done. I made popovers. We had soup and salad and popovers for dinner. Oh, and I made my pumpkin stuff, so the house smelled delicious. This is where I get my pumpkin spice smell. But one of the things on my grocery list is ginger. We didn't have any ginger. I put nutmeg in it instead. It was okay. Okay enough that I ate half of it last night. But we still have a lot left, so we're probably doing the same kind of thing for dinner tonight. So anyway, that's what's up with me. I'm getting the message from my phone that it's time for me to... Hold on. Okay. We are still finding little sparkles in our front hall. I actually found a little piece of glass on the step. It's insidious. I mean, it's like the horrible version of glitter. So Dennis is trying a new broom, not a literally new broom, a different broom, to see if, you know, because those little, they're just the tiniest, not even a shard. It's like a flake, like a tiny flake. And I think it sticks in the floor and stuff because sweeping isn't doing a very good job. So he's trying a different broom. Maybe that will help. But it is nice to have that done. And it feels really good to have that front hallway open and clear. It really does. So my task today is shopping and going to the bank and going to the doctor. That's my task for the day. I'm not trying to overload myself, but I am going to be, you know, taking a little corner and working on it. So today's the 12th. I've got, what, 2 weeks from tomorrow is Thanksgiving, right? Dennis has started actually getting some of his stuff out of the dining room. His goal is to get all his stuff out and then be able to say, nanny, nanny, boo, boo, everything else is yours. But it's got me thinking that maybe with a little bit of effort, we could have Thanksgiving dinner in the dining room too. So I think my little piles in the next few days are going to be a chair in the dining room, or this part of the floor, or this part of the table. And it's possible that we could eat our Thanksgiving dinner on our table. Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah. It's a crazy idea, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and that's okay. Because it's only 6 of us and we can fit in here. But it would be nice because we can have that all set and beautiful for Thanksgiving dinner. And then we have this table for our Advent game that we're going to play with our squashed Advent that I ran over and had to replace. And we're going to have an Advent game with the Sephora makeup and... you know, appetizers, and maybe play other games in Thanksgiving. It would be nice to have this table available for that. Which means that I've got to deal with this table too. Which I should. So anyway, I know, crazy, right? I can't even believe it myself. So that's it for now. It's not too much talk. I mean, I've been talking a lot, but, you know, normally the time goes faster, so I don't know what that is. Anyway, so I'm going to go and get ready. I have to deal with the checks for the bank, and I have a little executrixing I could do when I get home that I might just do and get that over with. And I was, you know, composing an email in my head. I have the last big thing, other than like just, you know, taxes and stuff, like, you know, like sign forms and pay the lawyer, those things, you know, are dealing with my mother's royalties, which they have not done anything. I informed them I was the executrix. They still send the mail to my mom's old address. Luckily, my brother lives there, so we still get it. I sent them the names of all the beneficiaries. They have not been contacted. They have not gotten any money. So clearly I have more work to do in that area. Luckily, or unluckily, we're not talking about a lot of money because the books, the latest edition was printed in 2014, so they're not putting out new editions, and so her royalties have gone down, down, down. But it's very annoying, and as the executrix, it's my responsibility to at least try. And if I have to get my lawyer to write a letter, the problem is these people are so hard to contact. They have no physical address, mailing address to mail anything. You have to go through their portal and do, whatever. It's really a pain in the ass. And I have this, I blank out on how to do something and I don't write it down. So I've done it twice going through their portal and I don't know how to do it. And I'm going to have to try again and figure it out for the third time. Maybe the third time's the charm. I don't know. The last thing, big thing I have to do, and I need to take care of that. But meanwhile, yeah, things are coming to a close with my executrixing, and that feels good too. So anyway, that's what's up with me. I'm going to the cardiologist today. I've never been to a cardiologist for myself. I went with Aura when she went to the cardiologist, but yeah, so we'll see. I've been printing out my, because I had an echocardiogram, I had a blood test. This doctor that I'm going to is not in the same system as the lab or my doctor, so I printed out all the results of the tests that I thought were interesting to the cardiologist, and I have them electronically in emails that I can forward to them if they need them. So I think I'm prepared. Be interesting to see what they have to say. And unless it's something I don't want you to know, I'll tell you tomorrow. But if I don't want you to know, I'm not going to say nothing. I'm just going to say, beep. I don't think it's going to be anything terrible. So I'm not worried. Oh, one other thing, and I have to remember to write it down in my log. I'm keeping a log of my episodes. I didn't have any episodes yesterday until a very tiny one, just as I was getting ready for bed. And it's interesting that almost every day, not every day, but almost every day, I have a small little episode as I'm literally brushing my teeth and getting in, no, Maze, getting in bed. She keeps putting her foot up. You're all aware of this tendency of hers. The main problem is she's a big girl and that foot is heavy. I have more paw print bruises than I like to admit. Right, puppy? You don't do it on purpose, but yeah. Anyway. Right, pup? You don't do it on purpose. There's Maisie. And there. Oh, I thought Pearl was there. She's not. She must be outside. And not Pearl. All right, I'm going. Please take good care of yourselves. Please, please, please. Oh, today's Wednesday. Zoom on Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Same Zoom link as always. Please take good care of yourselves. Please, please, please. Stay safe and stay sane.